people who write for young audiences how difficult that market is. In fact,
Yeah.
it's probably more difficult than the adult market. And yet, as you say, people always think, I've got this idea for a children's book, you know.
Right.
What are some of the difficulties about writing for this market that would take 7 or 10 years for people to kind of work through?
Probably the amount of people that think they can just write books, so they flood the markets
Okay.
with manuscripts that aren't ready. So I visited my editor in New York, and you know, it's not a stereotype. She does have, you know, 6-foot piles of unsolicited manuscripts. I mean, it's just amazing. So that's part of it. And the editors will say that only about 2% that come in are publishable. So they've got to wade through the 98. So that's part of it. The other thing that is challenging is, you know, not writing down to children. You have to really, you know, it's like writing haiku. You have to really be, you know, you're a poet, you know this. You know, every word counts. And you can't, you know, you can't teach, you can't preach, you got to entertain, but you want it also to be thematic and important. And so it's a big order. It's quite staggering. I have such a respect for the field.
Yeah. So you talked about finding your own inner child and kind of writing from that perspective.
Right.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that's really important to understand. You know, sometimes people write for their children or grandchildren. You got to write from the inside out. You got to animate that voice inside of you, and you've got to bring that up. And how did it feel to be 10 and worried about something like losing the treasury, or worrying about not having a best friend, or worrying that your dad was a crook? Not something that you'll think, wow, I did something really cute with my child or grandchild. I'm going to write about it.
Right. Well, now you're a coach.